We could see now the sandy road lying white before us, but there was on it no sign of a vehicle. The passengers drew back with a sigh of gladness, which seemed to mock my own disappointment. I was already thinking what I had best to do, when the driver, looking at his watch, said to the others something which I could hardly hear. It was spoken so quietly and in so low a tone, I thought it was,
"An hour less than the time."
Then, turning to me, he spoke in German worse than my own.
"There is no carriage here. The Herr is not expected after all. He will now come on to Bukovina and return tomorrow or the next day. Better, the next day."
Whilst he was speaking, the horses began to neigh and snort and plunge wildly, so that the driver had to hold them up. Then, amongst the chorus of screams from the peasants and the universal crossing of themselves, a calash with 4 horses drove up behind us, overtook us, and drew up beside the coach. I could see from the flash of our lamps as the rays fell upon them that the horses were coal black and splendid animals. They were driven by a tall man with a long brown beard and a great black hat, which seemed to hide his face from us. I could only see the gleam of a pair of very bright eyes, which seemed red in the lamplight, as he turned to us. He said to the driver,
"You are early tonight, my friend."
The man stammered in reply,
"The English Herr was in a hurry."
to which the stranger replied,
That is why I suppose you wish him to go on to Bukovina. You cannot deceive me, my friend. I know too much, and my horses are swift.
As he spoke, he smiled, and the lamplight fell on a hard-looking mouth, with very red lips and sharp-looking teeth, as white as ivory. One of my companions whispered to another the line from Burger's Lenore,
Denn die Toten reiten schnell.
for the dead travel fast. The strange driver evidently heard the words, for he looked up with a gleaming smile. The passenger turned her face away, at the same time putting out her 2 fingers and crossing herself,